To Islam, man.
Okay.
Come on, take this. Just yeah, there you go. Just
Okay.
talk to it. The
So,
mic down there, so keep it
all right.
focused.
So in 1984, I moved to Atlanta from Chicago, and I had a cousin that lived in New York. So I started hanging out with the East Coast crowd, and a lot of them dudes were five percenters,
What number you take? Which one
80,
you take?
87.
All right, go ahead, man.
So a lot of them dudes were five percenters.
What's the 5%, man? Tell them what a
Five
5%
five
is.
percenter is the nation of gods and earths who believe that the black man is God, the original man, Asiatic man, and the women are earths, and 5% mission is to teach and civilize the uncivilized, which are the 85%. They believe 85% of our people are walking around deaf, dumb, and blind, just being like robots or zombies and just going through every day without knowledge of who they are, they self, or what's going on in the world. Then you got 10% that know what's going on and they use it for their selfish benefits. Then you got the five percenters who know and understand what self is, and their mission is to teach the uncivilized to be civilized, and the different things that help them come out of that
Cause,
primal nature.
Cause you know the rhetoric used to be, why would I want to be 5% of anything? I want to be 100% of everything.
Right,
But you just broke it down with the
right,
5%
right.
really
So
is.
that's what it is.
So how did you, for you, Islam? How was it brought to you again? You had left
I left
Chicago.
Chicago, went to Atlanta, and I
Okay.
was hanging out with the East Coast crowd
Okay.
because the Chicago crowd was dead.
Okay.
So the Philly crowd, New Jersey, New York, that whole East Coast crowd, Connecticut, they used to get it in. And a lot of them dudes was five percenters. Now this is at the beginning of hip hop.
So
Curtis
you talking
Blow,
about Curtis Blow?
Curtis Blow, Davy
Davey
DMX,
D. Yeah.
Africa Islam,
Yeah.
Africa Bambaataa.
Okay. All right.
Chicago was running around
Furious
on
Five.
no Chicago. Well, the Furious Five in the Sugar Hill gang.
I got you.
But
I got you.
there,
But down there.
down there
Okay.
with the East Coast crowd, you had the Fearless Four, Grandmaster Caz and his crew, the Treacherous Three, Cool Mo D and his Special K and them dudes. Dougie Fresh was coming out. The Kango crew. It was like the big. It was like the real beginning stages of hip hop. KRS-One Boogie Down production. The bridge is over, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So I got plugged in with that. I came back to Chicago, and when I come back to Chicago, I'm coming back spitting 5% shit.
Damn.
So
Did you have the kufi on?
no, well,
Okay.
sometimes I did,
Sometime,
but
okay,
it was
alright.
like, I even adapted a whole different name.
Okay,
So I come back to Chicago, I'm spending the 5%. I had an uncle that was running around back and forth with the nation. So I would go over there with him, and it was like some of the same rhetoric.
But why did you find it important to embrace Islam? That's what I want to hear. I want to
Well,
hear the essence.
the thing is, it kind of gave you a sense of who you were. Especially being here in Chicago, everybody gang banging. Everybody gang banging, but didn't nobody know really who they were as a black man. And then you got some of the strongest black businesses and black institutions right here in Chicago, but then you still got everything going on in Chicago, the projects. 47th Street as we know it now wasn't what it used to be.
And we 5 minutes from Louis Farrakhan's house.
Right down here on 49th
Yeah,
Street.
yeah.
And at the time, it was a battle because Elijah had died in wars, and his brother, Farad, and them was battling over that. Matter of fact, we right next door. If we turn the phone around,
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
mosque was built by.
Y'all see the mosque right there?
Right, Al Patir was built by Elijah Muhammad's son and Muhammad Ali.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Muhammad Ali, the boxer?
The boxer, yeah, because the boxer lived on down the street on this side of the street.
Okay.
His house is down there too.
Okay.
His
All
old
right.
house is down there too.
Okay.
So, just on the journey between the 5% and the Nation of Islam, and I turned a couple brothers on, they went a little further. Now, one of my best friends was living in Hyde Park. His people lived in Hyde Park, and he became friends with Elijah Muhammad's grandson.
Okay.
And his grandson introduced him to Orthodox Islam, Sunni Islam,
Okay. All right.
which is the Islam that's followed throughout the world by,
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say.
by Arabs and the Africans over in the Africans in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, some of the places in Africa and throughout the world.
I got you. Okay.
So
let me ask you this. In Chicago and abroad, the Nation of Islam was born in this country, correct?
yeah.
Okay. So as far as you're concerned, what has the Nation of Islam under Louis Farrakhan, what have they done for the community, for the brothers? Because everybody always questions that.
Okay. I'm obligated to tell the truth. They've changed a bunch of brothers' lives. You can't take that away from them. A bunch of guys that were in trouble, might have been on drugs or whatever, they cleaned them up, changed their life for the better. I can't take that away from them. I don't believe they have been as successful as they were under Elijah Muhammad, because the Nation then had businesses, restaurants, stores, so on and so forth. They've tried to
So the infrastructure was
right. They tried to do different businesses, so on and so forth, but they haven't been as successful. But they're still going strong, and they still have, again, changed a lot of lives. They in the prisons, and they helping brothers in prison, so
And they
on
on
and so
the
forth.
street?
They on the street, and they changing lives. The only difference is between that and Orthodox Islam is that Orthodox Islam believe that God didn't come back in the person of a man, and that the Prophet Muhammad from Arabia 1400 years ago was the last messenger. The nation believed that Allah came down in the person of a man, Fard Muhammad, and gave the teaching to Elijah Muhammad, and Elijah Muhammad is the last messenger. They bounce a lot around between the Bible and Christianity, and that's okay, but the main guidance in Orthodox Islam is Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet, which is the ways of the Prophet Muhammad Ibn Abdullah from Arabia, from Mecca in 1400 years ago.
Got you. The reason why I asked you that, because I see you with the fresh kufi, and you looking good. That's why I was like, what's up with the kufi, man?
Looking good and feeling good, and I took my.
So you back on your deen?
I'm back
you took
on
your shahada?
I took my shahada in 1992, 93, and I fell off. I ain't gonna front. I fell off and got back to some of my old ways, so on and so forth. But during the course of time, you go through things in your life, and then it's like, okay, you got to get right. You got to get right with God. And Islam is the thing that made the most sense to me, and it's the thing that touched me. My thing was, if somebody was to put a gun in my head, what would I confess to, or what would I deny? I didn't feel strongly enough about Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, none of the other, Hinduism. I studied and read through a lot of the stuff, but Islam touched the chord with me, and it made more sense. And that just was a way for me.
So look, I don't mean to trick off with you about the question to switch to another subject, but in 6 days leading up to the 4th of July weekend, 72 people were shot, 8 people was killed in Chicago.
Right.
What do you have to say about that gun violence? Even though they say this time last year, 105 was shot or killed.
I got to say this. The old adage, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, comes into play. And we just got to keep it 100. A lot of our people, and especially our young people, are out here living a reckless life. Like, they don't understand consequences of their actions, and it's sad because a lot of the stuff that they do brings a lot of that stuff on them.
Yeah, the universe don't play.
It don't.
The universe don't play.
And like the young lady where the 18 people got shot and the 4 people got killed, the video, somebody posted the video, and then as soon as the video started, you got the whole room holding guns, and she talking about somebody she beat up, and some girl she beat up, and she took her man, and she'd go to her grandmama's house, and she'd do it again and put a laser on her. So when
that
you
energy,
when you putting that energy out, the universe is gonna bring that energy back to you.
Yeah, it is something called universal reciprocity.
And that's it, man. And then some of the stuff our young people do, it's like you bring stuff on, you make yourself you make yourself a target. You don't distinguish yourself away from what might be normal now, and you end up doing things and going places. And it's kind of like if you sit here and watch somebody dig a hole, and you see 3 or 4 people walk over it and fall in the hole, why would you walk over that hole? Mm-hmm. They just don't make sense. But that's what we got. People watching people fall in this hole, and they continue to walk over the hole like they not gonna fall in it.
All right, Keith, I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna say thanks, man, for getting me out that pinch.
No
man.
problem.
I
Talk my
appreciate
man.
you, man. You know,
talk my man into the universe. This is one, and I know a lot of people. But very few people I call friend or family, and Talk is friend or family. He's one of the most genuine, one of the smartest people I ever met in my life, and one of the most genuine people I know. And hey, man, he got, I don't know how many people, he made a milestone the other day, about 100,000 subscribers. Hey, man, y'all go on YouTube and just do a search for Talk Williams, and subscribe to his page, man, because he got some good content and things that'll spark your brain and make you think. We got
to do that AI literacy over there, man.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to ask you too. Like, do they have shops like during the summer program? What are they doing over there on Inglewood?
You got
over there in the gym or the field house? Or?
You got a couple people that come in and they teach some things.
Okay.
But it's like they teach basics.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna ask? I'm giving the big homie some homework now.
Okay.
Tell them you got somebody that want to come in and just add to, right? Augment what they got. So if they doing something in technology, I want to come in and do like a little 15, 20-minute thing about technology, more specifically about AI and how it's going to affect the current state of education with college graduates, as well as people who currently work in the workforce in the knowledge economy.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
He gave me the homework, and I understand the assignment. I'm not asking nobody nothing.
Okay.
I'm going over there and I'm gonna tell them, and there's a few different people doing a few different things in a few different places throughout Inglewood, and all of them can benefit from this.
So I'm just looking for an invite, a call from you to say.
Looking for a call from me and Talk. Let me know when you can, and I'm gonna set it up.
I can.
Okay, so
I'm available.
So now I'm gonna tell them, look, I got somebody that's gonna come through here at such and such time, and give it to the shorties, or give it to the youngsters, or whoever want to get it.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because that's what I want to do. I think it's important that we remove the mystique, because what happens in the hood is they create the boogeyman out of artificial intelligence.
There you go.
Instead of letting them know your neighbor and your enemy across the street is more dangerous than artificial intelligence.
There you go.
Right.
And how to use it, and how to use it to our benefit.
There you go. And that's what we got to do.
Right.
Man.
So now I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give Talk an invite tomorrow.
I can be there. Don't play. I can be there.
Between 9 and 1 o'clock on 58th and Green, the Grow Great Inglewood is having one of their farmers market, Inglewood Village Market. So we have fresh fruits and vegetables, and then we have other vendors.
Where is that again?
58th and Green, Inglewood Village Plaza.
Okay.
Corner 58th and Green,
right.
From 9 to 1 o'clock. When he come out there, that's gonna be one group that he's gonna be able to, at least I'm gonna introduce him and he'll give
that's
it
cool.
to.
No, that's it.
He's been over there, then there's gonna be some more people.
No, I'm on deck.
We gonna make it happen.
I'm on deck.
We gonna do like these Russians. We gonna raise an army. We gonna raise an army of sales to come out and do what we need to do to take care of our people.
I told y'all about that universal reciprocity. I'm out here giving them homework, and what he do? Show up tomorrow at 9, then you running your mouth, and I'm gonna be there.
Yep, and then it's some more. Look, we finna get this cracking, because I'm so tired of these people talking about Trump this and the Democrats that. When we gonna stop playing victim and take care of ourselves?
No doubt.
When we have before, we just got to get back to that. I ain't nobody victim. If somebody else can do it, I can do it. And if I can learn how to do it, I can teach other people how to do it. And we gonna come up out of this thing.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Talk Williams, host and creator of Hip Hop 50th, the big OG, the big homie Keith. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Islam himself. Yes, sir. OG Inglewood. We gone, man. Peace.